Hello everyone, Fox here, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today, I'll be showing you how to create a hidden brewing stand door for Bedrock Edition. I know, that seems like kind of a funny name, doesn't it? But let's go ahead and take a look at how this thing works. So, right in front of us, we have ourselves an empty brewing stand. Now, of course, when we make our potions, we always throw in water bottles, right? So let's go ahead and do that. And we have nothing going on, but as soon as we throw in a full stack of blaze powder, look at that, we have a hidden door revealed. Now if we take any of these things away, so let's take a water bottle out, that closes the door, and we want to put that back. Let's take out the blaze powder. That will also close the door. So we need all these elements within the brewing stand to open up the hidden door. Before we get into the build, let's take a quick look at why this build is going to work in the first place. So recently I discovered that a brewing stand actually lets off a redstone signal. And to test this out, we have a comparator running out with a redstone line of 15. Now, if we put in our first bottle here, just like that, we get an output of 3. So you saw these redstone torches turn off. Now go ahead and keep your eye on the redstone torches as I place these bottles in. So we're going to put in our second one. We get an output of 6. And then if we put our last bottle in, we get an output of 9. Now, with our blaze powder here, let's take half a stack. If we throw in a half stack of blaze powder, that will give us 1 additional signal strength. If we put another stack of 16 in, that will give us a total of 11. And then if we put in our last stack of blaze powder here, we get a total output of 12. So that's how this build is going to work. And then over here, we are going to be using the comparator to compare. So this is set to subtract mode, and what I'm going to do is take a non-stackable item. So a non-stackable item gives us a signal strength of 3. Now when I place this in, keep your eyes on the redstone torches here. I'm going to place it in, and there we go. It took away 3 from the signal strength. So that's a quick overview of how this build is going to work. Now let's go ahead and jump into the build. For this build, you'll need a 6x6 area. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our supplies for today's build. And there you go, there are all of our supplies. Now take note that these are 3 non-stackable items. They don't have to be shovels, but you do want 3 non-stackable items. Now with that being said, if you want to pause the video, go ahead and do that, grab your supplies, and then we'll jump right into the build. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is go ahead and place in our hidden chest, or whatever you want to place down below. It can also be a ladder into a secret room, but we're going to throw that down right there. Now let's go ahead, we're going to set up our front wall. So just come across like this, and on both sides come 4 blocks up, so 3, 4, and on this side, make 2 walls, just like that. Leave this blank here, and then grab your stair blocks and just come across the top like this. And then we want to come to the back side here, and where we have this gap, we just want to fill that in with blocks. So let's go ahead, fill that in really quick. Just like that. So it should look a little something like this. Now I'm just doing this for my own build. You can change this and do whatever you'd like, but we do want a brewing stand right here. And for looks, I'm just putting chests on the sides like this. And there we go, there is the front of our build completed. Now it's time for us to wire up the redstone. So we have a brewing stand right here. We want to come right behind it. We want to place a block down, which is the center block right there. Place another block down and a temporary block right there. Grab your hopper, run the hopper right into that block. Break that block out. Now go ahead and grab your comparator. We want to run a comparator out from the hopper right there. And then we want to run a comparator out from our brewing stand and set that to subtract mode. Now, right here, we can go ahead and throw in our non-stackable items. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we want to run this comparator into a block like this. And then we want to make a little L shape just like that. And we want to come a block up like this. Grab your redstone, put 3 down right here. Come around to the front side of this block, place your redstone torch. Skip a block right here, place another block down right there with redstone dust on top. Get your sticky pistons, place 1 facing forward and then 1 right on top, and then that will cause that to extend. And there we go, there is all of our redstone wired up. And believe it or not, that is the hidden brewing stand door completed. So all we need to do now is add the items that we did in the beginning. So we add our water bottles, and as you saw, nothing is going to happen. And it's not until we add a full stack of blaze powder that our door is going to open up. Now for those of you who are still curious on to how this build works, let me go ahead and quickly show you. So what I've done is I've removed the blaze powder, we left the water bottles in here, and if you recall from our test right over here, all 3 water bottles let off a signal strength of 9, each one is worth 3. Now, what we've done is I've swapped these out for some redstone lamps just so you can see what's being powered. Now, we have this letting off a signal strength of 9, but also we threw in these non-stackable items, and if you remember, each one is worth 3, giving us a total of 9. So when this is being compared, we have a total of 0. Now, let's go ahead, we're going to add the blaze powder. So like I said, if we do half a stack, that gives us 1 additional signal strength. Now, if we check back here, you can see this is lit up. Now, the only reason this is lit up is because this lamp is right next to it. But if you actually look at the redstone dust here, it's not being powered. Now, if we add another quarter stack, this will give us 1 more signal strength. So if we check, you can see this is now being powered with the little dust that's coming up from the redstone. And finally, if we give ourselves a full stack, so let's add that last 16 there, that will open up that door because that has given us a signal strength of 3. And then that turns off this redstone torch, which then turns off this redstone dust and causes our pistons to retract. And there you have it, everyone, a hidden brewing stand door for Bedrock Edition. This is the end of our tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been Rogue Fox, and I'm out. I'll see you later.